I'm not especially keen on taking orders from disembodied voices, you know.
Ah, good, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant voyage. Ah, before you get too far,
Alvari tells me you were kind enough to look into this business on Pococahara for us. I hope you bring good news. A terrible price, to be certain. But at least we have not lost everything. An Adra vein of...
assuming we can replace the people we lost. I notice Beza is not with you.
A sorry end for such dedicated individuals. How very fortunate. I believe I can take things from here, Alvari. Oh, and do pay the man. I thought it best I speak with you face. Watchers are not so numerous here in the Deadfire, especially those of such storied backgrounds as yourself. And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we cannot find elsewhere. The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas. The support, what can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king? And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe, among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. Are you eager to... I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, and if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Alvari deal with you. Yes, of course. But consider the Luminous Adra is... The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in Nekataka for nearly a century. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of Luminous Adra in all manner of advances. But of course you understand all of this. Alette sent word of your involvement in her latest experiment. A very dramatic first attempt, I hear. Though, Alette has a tendency to gloss over details. But, I want to hear it from you. How did it go? Oh, it wouldn't work for me, I think, but I hope Alette paid you well for your trouble. We are in the early days of Alette's research. Flawed as this outing was, this is only the start, you know. The very dawn of a new age of discovery. But imagine if we could transport goods and people more quickly than any vessel or horse. This has all been the work of a single outpost. I want there to be a look at what we have left behind. Old Valia is a battlefield at constant war with it, and in doing so, we will raise all of Aora with us. They see the benefits of Luminous Adra now when our research is at its most nascent stage. But I've said enough. Until then, I have a more grounded Nekataka sees its share of smuggling. I doubt that would surprise anyone. But there is a Royal Deadfire Company official by the name of Quarno. He meets with a Captain Tola, a known pirate and smuggler. I hope I don't have to tell you that, and I have a woman, Britza, waiting in the luminous bathhouse in Periki's Overlook. The smugglers do business there, and she has kept an eye on things. I promise to send assistance. It may surprise you, but the Royal I prefer to handle these matters internally. You provide a good opportunity. I know it seems a small matter in the face of all we have to concern ourselves with. Herr Planka, do not allow them the opportunity. You've been a great assistance to us in the city, I hear. Now then, did you, yes? I'll answer what I can, of course. Alvari, appointed by the council, that one. There are rumors she started out on a ship, a deckhand, if you believe it. Quite me? I suppose that's fair. I know a great... I like to think I have a good eye for talent. Talent and opportunity. That's, no. The Songretta, it is an honor, so nothing too interesting, I'm afraid. The people? They are pleasant enough. Very welcome. That said, Nekataka is set, and the Queen certainly strikes an impression. Yes. Everything the luminous Adra power can do. We tangle with the fabric of the soul. It's the potential of the thing. Flaune Alette is my main point of contact. Alette has always been a firebrand. There's a great deal to talk about. Was there something specific you wanted to know? Oh, relations with the Huana have been peaceful for the most part. Onakaza. As for the Royal Deadfire Company, I think it's, the pity of it is that under friendlier circumstances, we might have appreciated Rawatai's support against the Principe. As it stands, they sink out, chiefly Luminous Adra. There are various mining interests, but the company has also funded advancements in the field of... It was established in 2708. There was no... We didn't discover the properties of Luminous Adra. Yes? I'll answer what I can, of course. Just, now then, was there something you needed?
I'll report back to you. Naturally. Strangest feeling I've done this before.
he's all charm, then he cuts me down with a word.
I get along fine with him. He's straightforward to me. Clear skies. That explains the rumors the Valians are scaling up in Queen's Birth. I'd hoped you would stop them. Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this? Even if this isn't the outcome we'd wanted for Poco Kahara, your observation is infinitely more valuable. We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence. Yes, if the storms that assail Rawatai have a similarly and if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. After all, if you're going to make friends in the Deadfire, you might as well choose the ones with the biggest cannons. In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter. Her office is on the main floor behind the large
We're talking about the same Atsura.
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Poco Kahara. Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar. That's the spirit. Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation, but they've also held us back. Forced our people to imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms. No civilization ever achieved greatness, besides, for many in Rawatai. But enough of that for now. There's an understatement. The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional... and storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here. I'm sure you'll get the chance. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery. We've contracted with a captain named Widla. Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya she's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along. Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a... Let's just say, I'm not keen to invite them to a port where we're... Along with half the population of this, I understand you're cozy with the Principe. I've got no love for pirates, but that connection may serve you well here. Good sailors with a fast ship and no mind for questions. Along with half... I understand you're cozy with the Principe. It'll be easier for Okaya to explain. Nevertheless, I'm sure your business will take you all around the Ark. Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea. This is her payment. We've already negotiated. Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you... This is the kind of job that's best completed quickly and quietly. I'm clear skies. Some of our best...
So you fell for all of Nitehi's flowery talk of cultural pride. Perhaps we will it. Now get out of here.
I've got all sorts of goods and take a look.
that's bound for Hanshense, and some that's bound for Mance. Heave away, Malentry, heave away.
Your exchange with Amrio was... Ah, the new attendant. What can I do for you?
You and I, we have a mutual friend, do we? Good, good. A Royal Deadfire operative, Quarno, and his Principiosos, they have bought out the entire first floor for privacy's sake. Only bathhouse attendants will be allowed to remain, to ensure he is a snake in the body of a man. Though he is supposedly the royal, Tola is fond of drink, and her tongue. I will disguise you as a bathhouse attendant, so you might observe their meeting. You will not be able to take your gear, but do not worry. But I am sure it will not come to that. They will not believe you an attendant if you... But do not fear. I would not... I have had dealings with Tolar in the past, and I am certain she will recognize me. Hence why I have prepared quickly then. Are you ready, Aimiko? Time is short. I have had Gelarde. Take this rice wine as well. Perhaps you will find you.
What timing? Landed in all this war. You seem familiar. Do I know? My large friend and I are celebrating a business transaction, but I can't say anymore. Has anyone ever told you you're great? 'Cause you are really great. You should ditch this stupid bathhouse. I'm gonna blow up some Valian trading company ships and take their luminous Ardra. No, I've already.
If I grow hungry or thirsty, I will call. What reason does an attendant have to speak with me? Who we are is no concern. You are awfully curious for an attendant. Pathetic. Get out of my sight. Leave me be. I have no interest in the buzzing of gnats.
Report to Director Castle once you've learned what you can.
At once.
On business with the Valiant Trading Company, there's no need for you to be here after hours. Move along. If it's that important, then set your mind at ease that I am here to If it has anything to do with paper, if you're interested in making a donation, I'd accept it with thanks. But the doors stay closed. If it involves a spirited discussion of letting you into...
Watcher, Perfetto, what did you discover? The virus? That is worse than I suspected. Please, explain. Spare me no details. Madiko, our convoy routes are meant to be a well-guarded secret. That is enough to work with. Aggressiva. I do believe I'm going to Perfetto, Watcher. Already our part. You know, I wish you'd been around a year back. We would have left the royal dead fight. Now then.
is a work of art.
We said or not, Perrin.
I'd happily tell you if you stopped interrupting my count.
You've had days to count. Now it's time we talked about the price.
Careful. This one's got friends in the Consuelo.
In that case, I'll honor the original price. Consider that a discount among friends. Glad we could do business.
Gelarde, 23 days! This is a new record. You bear witness to the victory of magic over matter, and you are bothered by a little... I have nearly perfected Renove Miseres, and this spell shall change exploration forever. renewal of air. You kids have explored every mountain in the Eastern Reach. Yet it has been my dream to open these steps to discovery. Or at least to let us use the air of a single breath again and again. Back home, they care only for profit, and there is little. But the Rawatayans, they have vision. They chase greater things than gold. So I go to work with them. So you do understand, but I can say no more. The Rawatayans, they have sworn me to secrecy. Sientere, but I had promised not to say. Neither do I. At least it gave me plenty of time to test my work. Yes, I have much to do. Many more tests to run. Sayuka at last! I must go. Discovery awaits.
Welcome to Sayuka. You are welcome in Sayuka, traveler. As surely as the winds stir the...
No. How many times must I demonstrate the proper way to greet a visitor?
I say, I must have forgotten again.
We say clear skies, traveler. Simple, elegant, and no smiling.
Can you repeat it once more? I want to make sure I've got... Questions, traveler? Sayuka, known to my people as Ribiri, is a colonial outpost of the Royal Deadfire Company.
The island of Sayuka is the Royal Deadfire Company's center of... Our work is directed by Fleet Master Okaya, the youngest Rawatayan ever to hold the title. Best of her...
You forgot to mention the giant sharks, Undersecretary. Giant sharks, giant coral, giant trees, Hikir...
Small mercy.
No one knows why things grow large in Sayuka, but there are all sorts of theories. Me?
Superstition is unbecoming of a Royal Deadfire Company officer.
I say, it's a lucky thing I'm not one then. Hikira, I wonder the same every day.
Tebe learns to perform her duties as her fellow Juana show lamentable disinterest in the proper...
Do not speak about me as if I am not here. A career sandal sniffer and busybody, so far as I can tell.
You ungrateful sack! I am the second in command to Fleet Master Okaya, the governor of your piddling little island, and I will not be mocked by a small...
So I have heard many times. You don't know the half of it.
What was that, Greeter Tebe?
Surely just the breeze, Undersecretary.
You will call me Sir.
Akira, I certainly will not. Questions, traveler?
Oh,
Greetings. Might I help you with something? I suppose. I was a proud man once. A gold pack knight. Then I took a job. In the years since, I have wandered the length of the dead fire. Dedicating my life. Well, I am waiting for someone. But I do not know when they... I will not, but it does not matter. I have this amulet here. No? Someone is coming for me. And they will know my I should hope that you do, young man. You would ask an old man to share his wisdom? Thank you, traveler. Good day. Might I help you with something? I was in the years since. I will not, but it does not matter. I have this amulet here. Fine. Just please. I was in the years since. I have wandered the length. Well, I do not need luck. Be on your way then.
I will not return to the Longhouse, Weto, never! And I won't blunt my—
But what are you so stubborn? The Rowattians do us... What do you need? Not at all, not at all.
It is because you speak like this that I yell at you in the first place! You're
Ignore her. She has an urchin up her ass about her cousins from the north and can't be persuaded.
Is it so unreasonable to want to protect my cult? They arrive in ships laden with goods they believe will please us and think that gives—
Akira, don't encourage her.
We are no strangers to— We don't need them or their walls to keep us safe. And we surely don't need their longhouse.
We're no strangers. Share was right.
It was only a ploy to make us dependent on them, Akira. Are you not one? The Fleet Master says we are weak because we don't work as one. Under whose banner?
We have the land—
I say, if you truly believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I thought. Then leave, Akira.
I say, if you have nothing constructive to add—
I'll report back to you. A clever gambit.
my prayers over all this noise?
I'm trying to be. He's coming, he's coming.
I have the strangest feeling I've done this before.
Over, then under, then twist. Good.
Akira, it looks so easy when you do it.
Oh, hello.
Asaro here's been teaching me.
What say, traveler?
Ah, it's not a skill one learns in an afternoon.
I say, we have the room.
It is as you say.
And Nadunga can...
Akira.
Just so.
It's not so bad. Except...
Akira. But that man does... There's hardly any...
But there are also... Carry the winds with you, traveler.
Dare make such a racket in my longhouse? What were those royal Deadfire fools thinking? At least someone understands the proper way of... What do you want? Not even the greatest Mataru can stand against a fleet of Rawatayan warships. I am Mataru, and yet I cannot display my most precious possession. They know no better. The Juana soul is not
All the wonders of the sea.
What? Sayuka? But if this used to be where I was before those let me know if you're in the market for something. Everyone's always gotta ask. I was seeing this guy. Let's call him, oh, I don't know. Frightened the boy so bad, he went and joined the Royal Deadfire Company in the middle of the night. Thing is, so I followed him into the service. Put your eyes on...
I'll report back to you. You read my mind. You'll want to see this. Hasanui demanded a
additional cannons. We must oblige her.
We cannot spare the weight. Already the ballast is overtaxed.
Increase the size of the ballast then.
And store it where? Then we must increase the size of the ship.
Take your consent to the Valian. This mess is her responsibility now.
At once. Back to you. You ask so little. A clever gambit.
So much to do, so few hours in the day.
I'm just feeling I've done this.
Stay out of the way.
Let me know if you're in the market for something pointy. Put your eyes on...
Trouble, I hope.
Slow and steady. Let me fetch my tools. That wasn't so. At once. You read my mind.
Artillery trajectory calculations. Terribly tedious and lamentably imprecise in a storm. But the numbers distract me. Where are my manners? You must be the— You found me with a rare spare moment. Did you not read the name on the door before you came in? You do know you're in the office of the Fleet Master, I hope. A smart mouth. I'm a Fleet Master of the Rawatayan Navy stationed at Sayuka. A research college— You misunderstand. I don't command ships. To one unfamiliar with the Rawatayan Navy, perhaps. I see to the smooth running of— I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo. Well? I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo. No, I don't see— there's a note here at the bottom. Please accept my apologies for your difficulties. I'll see that the Hazanui's missive suggested you might be able to help us with an issue at port. Naturally. You may have noticed the outsized coral in the harbor. There's something unnatural about the coral's growth. About everything. My engineers deduced that the origin of this disturbance is somewhere off the— Talk to Avera in the workshop if you care to learn more. Well? You don't waste any time. I appreciate— It's a reasonable inquiry. The Huana are pliant enough, and we have as much right to this land as they do. If they plan to do nothing with it, it's our duty to steward it for them. They'll adjust in time. Besides, it could be worse. Of course. The Huana and Rawatayans share a common interest, and the Valians don't care about the Deadfire, really. They'll strip my— They're like magpies in that way. Magpies in silly hats. That's a weighty question. It's a reasonable inquiry. The Huana are pliant. We have as much right to this land as they do. It's a reasonable— The Huana— We have as much right to— It's a reasonable— The Huana are— We have as much right to this land. How much do you know of Rawatai, Watcher? So you have a You'll find we appreciate the spirit of inquiry. Well, I don't need to tell you that Rawatai— We have to trade for much of what we need, and the archipelago is also an excellent place. Do you ask how I came to my position, or why I pursued it to begin with? With a question like that, I might mistake you for a There's no secret to it. Just hard work. A bit of ruthlessness can take the place. No one's ever asked me that. I suppose I've always had a persistent interest. Then I met Karoo. So I did. Even though we nurture our keen minds in Rawata, the bright and willing are supported, mentored, respected. No one's ever asked. I suppose I've— Then I met— So I did. We nurture— The bright and willing are supported. No one's ever— I suppose I've— Then I— So I— We nurture— The bright and willing— Is that— Pardon me, I'm not— Very well. How much do you know of Rawatai, Watcher? I see. It's a challenge. The rough country. We have to trade for much of what we need. The archipelago is also an— How much do you know of I'm not surprised. You must see the land to It's a challenging place. We have to trade— The archipelago is also an Every day. The wild coasts. The Rawatai will always be there. And the work— Very well.
I'll report back to you. Strangest feeling I've done this before.
Rise, rise, protect the bard.
At yourself. What's up? Agreed. At once. Somehow it told. It's in bloodshed. Mind your manners. Death! Save you. You've just made my list. I hope you're ready. Mind your manners. I just need to sit down a moment. Running won't save you. Close. clothes.
Death take you!
I hope you're happy. Well, if you insist. Try not to bleed my clothes. Mind your manners. So yeah.
Death take you!
Running won't save you. Just need to sit down a moment. Shall I have a word with this one? Mind your manners. Just need to sit down a moment. So much for diplomacy. You're only delaying the inevitable. Close. I've got some bad news for you. I'm not especially keen on taking orders from disembodied voices. Don't make... I just need to sit down a moment. I'm stuck! I'm nowhere near finished. Shall we? Didn't even leave a dent. Die! Somehow it always ends in... I can't find its weak spot. I could really use a hand. Well, die! Shall we begin? Yeah. The spirit is willing, but the body could use a heal. It's a mess. Somehow it always ends in bloodshed. Damn. I'm stuck! Didn't even leave a dent. Die! Really use a hand. You're only delaying the inevitable. Shall we begin? Try not to bleed on my clothes. You're only delaying the inevitable. Work of art. Agreed. Save you. Mess. I just need to sit down a moment. Mind your manners. Down a moment. Don't make me confiscate that. I could really use a hand. Shall we begin? If you insist. Mind your manners. Shall we begin? Running won't save you. Somehow. So much possible. Sit down a moment. You never do. Impossible. Mind your manners. Don't confiscate that. Die! Sit down a moment. Sit down. Impossible. Die! I'm afraid not. Close. Running won't save you. Well, if you child's play. Mind your manners. Close. Shall we begin? Running won't save you. Somehow it always ends in bloodshed. Die! Can't find it. Mind your manners. Can't move a muscle. I just need to sit down a moment. naturally. Mind your manners. Well, if you insist. Death take you! I hope you're ready. If only. Shall we begin? Shall I have a word? This one? I've got some bad news for you. Don't make me confiscate that. Running won't save you. You're only delaying the inevitable. The mess! Yeah. Well, if you insist. I hope you're ready. I can't find its weak spot. You're only delaying the inevitable. This ends in bloodshed. You're only delaying the inevitable. Try not to bleed on my clothes. You're only delaying the inevitable. Mess. Didn't even leave a dent. I just need to sit down a moment. The mess. Now this, you read my mind. A clever gambit. I'm afraid not. At once. Running won't save you. Mind your manners. Death take you. Don't make me confiscate. Running won't save you. Well, if you insist. Death take you. Death take you. Mind your manners. Come, it's weak. Can't find its spot. Running won't save you. The spirit is willing, but the body is a heel. This. I hope you'll. Death take you. Death take you. Here. Mess. Mind your manners. You leave a dent. Die. A clever gambit. Slow and steady. You read my mind. Strangest feeling I've done this before.
Your every step fouls the ground. Why do you pollute this sacred place?
You've made your last mistake, trespasser.
I hope mind your manners. Naturally. At once. Impossible.
Your every step fouls the ground. Why?
You've made your last mistake.
Mind your statues? Running won't save you. Shall we begin? Death take you! Mind your manners. The spirit is willing, but the body is it. Death take you! Running won't save you. I'm not especially keen. Orders from disembodied voices. Death take! Mind your manners. My clothes. Running won't save you. Shall I have a word with this one? You're only delaying the inevitable. Die! The spirit is willing, but the body could use a heal. Damn it. Try not to bleed on my clothes. Die! Mind your manners. You read my mind.